Hi guys, Mauro here. Just think how much self-control you really have. If you're the kind of person that loses control, you're the kind of person that you let your emotions go haywire easily, then you pretty much don't have much self-control. Many times many times we allow politicians talking or celebrities, and gossiping and things that are out of our control take control of how we're thinking and how we're feeling in that moment. And one of the things as a former pro athlete, I got used. I mean, I had to be in competition for a long time. So I had to deal a lot with winning and losing, and I was not good at doing that, especially being when I was a teenager, when I was young. When I'm probably in my 50s, 16, 70s, I became much better getting to my 19-year-old, 20, 21. But the truth is that I had a really hard time because I didn't know how to handle it. And it's unbelievable because now I'm in my 40s and I see people that are my age or even like way older than me, and I see them and they still remind me of myself at that age. They still remind the Mauro that was 17 or 16 when this person is already 45 or 55 or 75 or 85. I mean, there is people that it doesn't matter the age. Some of them just never learn to control their emotions. And the truth is that a lot of the people that never get to do that, never get to learn how to do it, they think that it's impossible. They don't think it's possible. They don't think it's something that you can really learn and or something that you can apply and then change. It's not gonna be easy, but it can be done. I did it, and there is tons of people out there that learn how to do that. There is a lot of people that have been in very difficult situations. I mean, much worse than my situation. That was just an athlete and a regular kid, being a teenager and not really thinking, not really knowing how to control myself. There is people that have more serious problems that I had, and they have been able to change. So there I two things that really helped me deal with that and start kind of switching my focus from trying to analyze everything that could go wrong, and allowing everything to get into my universe instead of being picky, and saying everything that I'm seeing, everything that I'm hearing, listening to is gonna go through. It's like you're gonna go through customs. It's a border patrol that is going to check and say, okay, this is going in my universe. I'm allowing this in, and I'm not. The person that if you don't have self-control, if you don't have self-control, if you don't control your emotions, if you get mad, if you do drama and stuff like that too easily, then quite and simple is like you're like the guy that is at the entrance of the nightclub, and it's saying, okay, instead of being like, okay, you go in, you're not going in, and being kind of picky with what is going into your mind, what are you allowing into your universe, and what kind of people you're allowing into your universe. You're just leaving the doors wide open, and letting everyone get into the nightclub, good people and bad people, period. So one thing something that really helped me start moving, start being, especially being more, you gotta be more picky. You gotta be more selective of who you're gonna be, who are you going to allow into your universe, and what you're gonna allow into your universe. You gotta remember, this is your universe. You create this. You're the one that rules it. It's not fucking society, or the neighbor, or even your family, your wife, or your kids, or your friends. You are the one person that has to rule your universe. You are the one that has the last word. So you gotta think, okay, I have to be more picky with what deserves. I'm going to invest what deserves my time, what deserves investing my time, and what deserves investing emotions. Time is crucial because we have limited time in this place. So you really want to pay attention to that, and the emotions is linked directly with how your life is going to be. And we're talking about not only if you're going to be happy or not. We're talking about the quality of life with health. We know that more than 90% of the people that get sick nowadays is that go to the doctor is stuff that is related to emotional problems that they have. And we know that emotions can create a lot of illnesses that people, they treat themselves thinking that it's not really, they, most people don't even think that that their thoughts and what's going on with in their head, in their life, is creating what is destroying their life. So that's how important it is what you're allowing in time, and you're allowing emotions in your universe. You gotta, and two things that helped me is, I had to make like an inventory of everything that is important to me, and I have to come up with things that say, okay, this is gonna stop being important to me. This is a stuff that I'm gonna leave out. And things like politicians, things like like, you know, like your team lost the game in the last weekend, and a lot of you are still dwelling on that. See, things like that, like whether it's sports, politicians, gossiping, and celebrities and things like that. That is just a stuff that I thought pretty much, probably 99% of the stuff that I will see on TV, which I don't watch anymore. And politicians, I don't trust in politicians regardless of their party or their country. I just don't. I know there are some very few that are good, but I say, you know what? In my universe, in my life, I just created the idea that I am the one that can improve it, not anybody else. And certainly politicians are not gonna make it better. So the my team losing in the week and losing their game, okay, I don't like it. I can still watch it and enjoy it, and I don't like it when they lose, but I don't let it get to me anymore. We already talked about politicians, a lot of things on gossiping, on celebrities, and it's just on magazines, the Instagrams, the likes, the Facebook, all that stuff. It's just stuff that I say, you know what? That is not bringing anything good to me. That is not nothing of it is really stuff that I need in my life. And I had to let it go. I had to do that inventory and say, okay, this is a stuff. All this stuff is a stuff that from this moment on is a stuff being important to me, and I just got rid of it. And I had to get rid of ideas, of perceptions, of thoughts, behaviors, things that were in my mind for such a long time. So it's not gonna be easy, but you can do it, and you just have to let it go. And that's going to include, people as well, people close to you. There is people close to you that probably, they just don't bring anything good to your life. Someone that is a drama person, and someone that is very negative. And it's just people that say, you know what, if you don't have to tell, I don't want you in my life anymore. You simply limit the time with that person. And I had a very good friend of mine that I had to get rid of him. And when he asked me what happened, why my distance, why I distanced myself from him, I say, I knew he was going to have a hard time dealing with the truth, but I had to say it. And I just can't, I don't know if he's going to like it. I don't care. That's the stuff I'm going to get rid of. So I told him, I say, you know what? The truth is that when I'm with you, I mean, I have a good time for the first couple of minutes. And then after that, the next hour or 2 hours or 30 minutes, it's just like, it's just stuff complaining and they did this and we do that, and did you see this guy, and did you see this politician, what do they believe they are, and the liberals and the conservatives, or I don't know what they call. I don't even care. I don't give a fuck. But anyways, that's the kind of stuff that you gotta be like that. You just gotta be like that. There's gonna have people that is not happy, but too bad. And the second one is, even from those bad things, you observe, you analyze, and you learn. It's just like playing any sport. It's like tennis. I play tennis, and I say, you know what? I always teach. When I teach, I always say, you play, you learn. When the point is over, you learn. You move on to the next point, and you let go of what's behind you. And that's what you gotta do. You learn from the good, and you learn even more from the bad. And you analyze it, and you get what you get, the good thing, the good juice out of that orange, and the rest you just let it go. But I mean, the truth is that from bad situations we can learn a lot, a lot. And many times I see myself with people discussing and just behaving in such a way that I say, God, I used to do that stuff. And I will be so embarrassed and feeling so stupid. I say, I can't believe it took me this long to change. Why? Because it was just, I mean, it's so worth it going through the struggle. It really is. There is nothing like going anywhere you want and knowing that you're not under the magic spell of social conditioning or friends or old beliefs or religion. I'm not have nothing against religion. I'm Catholic and I love my religion, but I don't believe in churches, and I mean I stopped believing in the church in general. And um it's just when you create your own universe, you create your own identity, you create your presence. It's unbelievable when you say, okay, I know that wherever I go, whatever I'm listening to, wherever I am, whoever I am with, the everything that is coming, whether it words or coming or I'm seeing, is not gonna go straight into my brain and stay there. Not anymore. It's something that it becomes natural that the things that you hear and the things that you see, they go through the filter. They go to through customs, and customs say, okay, I'll take this and I'm gonna leave this out. It's not you're not anymore part of the ship. You're not anymore part of the 99% of the people that or 98 or 95% of the people that just because this guy that I like said it, I go for it. Just because I support this cause, but this guy did this wrong, it's okay. I'll take it. He's part of my cause, so I'll take it. No, you're not like that. You can very well support something, but say I don't agree with that, and I don't support the behavior of this person, or I don't support what they did here, or this rule or whatever. You gotta be able to um, separate things and try to be objective and say, okay, when I'm turning against this person, doesn't mean that I'm turning against their belief, the whole thing. It's just I want to send a message to these people saying, just because I see you, you know, just because I like your ideas and I like your beliefs, doesn't mean that I'm a zombie, and that if you or someone that represents your organization or your clan, anyone can do whatever they want and I'm going to support it. You have That's becoming cheap mentally. That's selling yourself cheap to these people. So you gotta learn to be to see say, okay, I can filter it and I'll take what I like. And if I have to go against someone that really hurts me because I really like the way they did things in the past, but I do not accept that this behavior is simply not acceptable, or whatever it is. And I'm not sending a message to anybody, politicians or football players or artists or celebrities, nothing. I'm just talking in general. You got to be able to support something, but say, if you mess up, I'm gonna notice it. And that's when you become independent. That's when you become when you rule the universe. Okay, guys, I hope you like it. It's good to see you again. Give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.